Man, you come straight out of a comic. Yes, indeed, man. But let's keep it pushing. We're gonna still keep using our fun brain in this one. So with Scary Movie 6 dropping and the Wayans brothers returning back into theaters, man, it just looks so great to see with a lot of the stuff that we've seen with them popping up as far as marketing wise, and just to have them back into the franchise. So I want to do an episode of Play, Download, and Delete.
Okay.
This is going to be the Wayans Brothers edition. Now we have 3 rounds of this. For those that do not know, play, download, and delete. It's the same thing to F, Marry, Kill. You're going to pick which one you would immediately play, which one that you're going to be like, I like this, but I'm going to save it for later, and which one is like, yo, this got to go. Like it shouldn't have even been in existence. It got to go. So we're doing Wayans movie edition for this episode of Play, Download, and Delete. So we're going to move into round 1. Your first 3. White Chicks, Don't Be a Menace, Scary Movie. Which one are you playing? Which one are you downloading? Which one are you deleting? Anybody like to volunteer to go first? So you need some time to just take it in.
All right, I'll go. I'll go. All right. So I'm gonna play Don't Be a Menace.
Okay.
I love that. That's one of those movies. Anytime like I'm scrolling on like just apps, movie apps, and trying to figure out like what I'm gonna watch and look. If I see Don't Be a Menace, that's one of those movies like I'm gonna just throw on Don't Be a Menace. Like every time. Scary Movie, is that the first one, right?
First one, yeah.
Then I'm gonna download Scary Movie and I'm gonna delete White Chicks. And that and I know that's tough. But I find myself going back to Scary Movie more than White Chicks. The original Scary Movie than White Chicks. I go back to the original Scary Movie more than White Chicks.
Listen, we listen and we judge internally. Right, man. Deuce said he is playing Don't Be a Menace. He is downloading Scary Movie, and White Chicks, get it on out of here. Dion, you are up, sir. What you got?
I'm also playing Don't Be a Menace. That thing is how is dad younger than him, man? You know what I mean? Like that little stuff like that. You know, like you know, excuse me, sister, can you tap that white girl right there for me? Like that's like there's just so many good parts of that movie.
We
that
a problem.
He come in swinging, punching out every kid. Like it's just comedy at its best. So I'm playing that one. I'm downloading White Chicks, man. White Chicks, just from the bodega workers at the beginning of the movie alone, I am downloading White Chicks. And I'm deleting Scary Movie, man. I know it's a whole franchise and built off of that, but I'm gonna delete on that one.
All right. Again, we listen and we judge internally. Okay? It's for the comments to give us the judgment and say what they have to say. I am going to play White Chicks just because, like, yo, Terry Crews. Like, come on. And I need you. And I miss you. Yo, like, just that, bro, alone. I can watch that anytime that it's on, man. I fucking love White Chicks. Not to mention, I always just find it funny seeing one of the white girls used to be the girl from Boy Meets World, and she's now a porn star. It's just always funny.
Which is crazy.
Maitland War. Yeah.
I was like, Rachel? Is that Rachel busting? I was like, oh, great heavens. What would Topanga and Eric say? Gotta live your life. Gotta get in where you fit. Your life. But I'm playing White Chicks, downloading Don't Be a Menace, man, and I gotta delete Scary Movie, bro.
Yeah, compared to these, man.
Compared to these, like, and then you got a second one, so I'm just like, all right. Well, I guess if you delete it, you don't have any of them. But yeah, I'd have to get rid of Scary Movie. White Chicks and Don't Be a Menace. Just it's so much in there that just I still use to this day. Like even what you just said, do we have a problem?
But I mean, for me, like I said, the original scary movie is clearly the best, the top dog of it. And same, bro. There's so much that I continuously quote and still like. I love that original. The first two scary movies for me is like I
Which one has the basketball scene? Is that one or two?
Two.
Okay, I'm so okay with
two the most.
I'm so okay with deleting scare. I should have put 2 on here. Damn, that would have made this hard.
And that definitely would have made it harder because 2 also has the strong hand.
Yo, I said like in Scary Movie 6, he ought to have like one of the mechanical hands.
Yeah,
that he got replaced. But it was a malfunction on it, and it still looked like this.
Oh,
So now he just got a metal strong hand. But that bitch can, but it's still it's not real. When it sits still, it's just. I would have loved that. All right, round 2. Little Man, Major Payne, Mo Money. Damon versus Sean and Marlon. Which one are you playing? Which one are you downloading? Which one are you deleting?
I'll take the first. I'll go first this time. I'm definitely playing Major Payne. That's on repeat, man. We get Carrie Parsons in there too. Come on, man. This is an all around great movie. I'm downloading Mo Money. Like that's one of Damon's best movies there. And I can delete Little Man. I watched it once. Once was enough.
So similar to yours, but I'm gonna swap them. I'm gonna swap them around. I'm gonna play Mo Money because, like you're saying, like one of his best movies, bro. I love it. I'm gonna download Major Payne because I'm gonna watch that continuously. And that's why, like, I fucking love Major Payne. I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna watch that multiple times. So I'm gonna download that. I'm gonna need that raw file so that way I can watch it whenever I want to on demand. And yeah, I'm gonna delete Little Man.
I'm gonna play Major Payne.
Oh, you gonna download Little Man?
I'm gonna download Little Man.
Stop it, man. Stop.
And I'm gonna leave Mo Money. People sleep on Little Man, bro. That movie is so damn funny. So fucking funny. Oh man.
I'm gonna have to revisit it. Just like I only watched it once, bro.
It's not like it's not their best, but man, like if you told me like which one you want to sit down and watch more, Mo Money or Little Man, it really do depend on my mood. But I'm like, yo, if I know like for a guaranteed laugh, it's gonna be Little Man. Like the two of them and that concept is just funny. But like again, nothing to take away from Damon Wayans. That's Mo Money is one of his best movies. But
yeah, such a cool movie too.
It is. It's so cool and it's so different. Yeah. But it's just like for these, like if I'm sitting here right now and it's my Saturday afternoon and it's like, okay, which one that you got to play, which one you got to watch later and you got to get rid of. It's like, man, listen, man, run me Little Man. I'll roll up this special cigar and have me a ball watching this. Mo Money is like a night movie. Like that's one of them.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, it is.
One of them 10 p.m., 11 p.m.
Yeah,
joints.
you're right.
I ain't sleepy yet. Oh shit, Mo Money coming out. All right, man.
You know what? Mo Money is like, because it reminds me of that era so much. It's like if you was having like a 90s black movie watch, right? You will be like, all right, I'm gonna throw on Boomerang, I'm gonna watch Mo Money, I'm gonna watch, like, you know what I'm saying? It falls in that line, you know, I'm gonna watch Sprung, I'm gonna watch, you know, it's like it just falls in that line of all those movies that you're like, I'm gonna watch all of these, man.
Yeah. That's what it feels like. All right. We got one more round. Hopefully this one was a little difficult. Ooh. You got I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, The Sixth Man, Blankman. Which one you gonna play? Which one you gonna download? Which one you gonna delete? All
right, so this one's not as hard for me. However, what I'm about to say does not take away from the one that I'm going to delete because I still like it. But all right. Same reason as the last one. I'm gonna play Blankman because I love Blankman. I'm gonna download I'm Gonna Get You Sucker because I'm gonna watch that again multiple times, and I'm gonna delete the 6 Man. I do like the 6 Man. I ain't gonna hold you. I love the 6 Man. Not as much as I love I'm Gonna Get You Sucker and Blankman though. That's the only reason why I gotta delete 6 Man. That's the only reason. Blankman and I'm Gonna Get You Sucker is so strong for me of love that I cannot remove any of those two.
Well, we'll get ready to walk out again. I co-sign everything. Wait, yeah, everything that he just said. Hey, I'm just saying, Blankman, like, man, was singing his own theme song, man. I'm almost there now. I'm almost there.
J5.
I'm almost there.
J5.
I'm almost there. It's so absurd. It's so absurd, man. That is so. It makes it so. And you have David Allen Greer in there as Karate Man, like, or the other guy, whatever. Yeah, whatever. I mean, come on, man. Like, yeah. And I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. That's just a classic, man. That's a classic. That's their classic. That's the Wayne's classic. There, 6 Man was okay. He had Kadeem Hardison and all that too in there. It was a good movie, but put up against these three, that one's getting deleted. And then I'm playing Blankman and I'm downloading I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, man. Like, it's just, that's of these three, that's what's happening. That's what I'm doing.
Hey, man. I'm of course I'm in that row, but you know what, I'm changing up. I'm definitely playing Blankman. That's just off top. That's off top. I'm downloading 6 Man and I'm deleting I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. Here's the only reason why I say that, man. Like, the 6 Man for me was like the first time I got to see Marlon like be serious in a film. Like, it was funny, but it was also like, dang, bro, this is like kind of a crazy film. And it was very like classic 90s too. Like, same thing like how you said with like Mo Money, like 6 Man is in that range. It was just kind of like, yo, this ain't like they typical, like, you know, just going for physical comedy, funny type of stuff. This has some real like meaning to it, and at the time, like, it had that Space Jam feel too as well. Like, having
a lot of basketball moves in the 90s. A lot of basketball moves.
And this one like just really got me of like, yo, him losing his brother, like trying to like jump into the spotlight. I feel like there was so many more layers to this movie that you see watching it because it's Marlon starring in it. It's like, yo, like, I imagine Kadeem as like being like a Sean or like a Kadeem Hardison, like where it's like, yo, eventually you're going to be at the forefront of this. And I always believe that with Marlon, because I always thought Marlon was the funniest one to me and stuff. And like, that's what like all of the Wayans would always talk about when you talk about the list of them and how they go down. And so I'm just like, yo, man, one day Marlon going to be the one that's the forefront for this because of just how funny and like his intelligence to comedy is. And so that's what just really made me gravitate a lot more to the 6 Man than I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. Like, I'm Gonna Get You Sucker is a classic. Like, I'm not taking away from that. I'm not finna sit here and be like, oh, it's okay. It didn't really stand up to the test of time. No, like, it's a classic. But in the thing of if we lining this up, if it's Saturday afternoon and I only got 2 movies I can watch, it's gonna be Blankman and it's gonna be the 6 Man. And besides the baddie that was in the 6 Man, who, Miss St. John?
There's one part from that movie I remember the most that made me laugh a lot was when Kadeem Hardison went away and he went into this Payne and that guy was fishing and he kicked that dude off. He was like, "What you doing? You ain't gonna catch nothing," and he just kicked him into the water. Man.
I was like, "Come on, man, this is gold. This is gold, bro!" And it just like it gave all the great like antics that you needed, and even the serious moments, like when everything was said and done, and like they won the championship. They sitting.
Oh, that was Michael Michelle.
And he was like, okay. And he looked up, and they was like, "He's here with us, isn't he?" I'm like, "Yo, it was just it was not what you would traditionally see with Marlon, and it just made me see him as a leading man. I was like, yo, bro, like Marlon could really lead movies. That's why when I seen him like get into like G.I. Joe and stuff, and I was like, yes, bro, like show these people like you ain't no punk. Like, bro, you've been doing this as above the rim. Like, bro, like you stand out.
Yeah.
So that's why I had
to be Robin, man, you know? So
yeah, so it's like that's why I picked those two. Like, no disrespect to I'm gonna get you sucker, but like these two Wayans films just had a way bigger impact on me. But we know, like, you know, the which ones had the bigger impact for the culture.
So, I understand.
Yeah. But that was our play, download, and delete. Now we're gonna get into speaking of Black classic films we were just talking about. Now I want to throw this out. I want you to give me two Black films, two classic Black films. It doesn't have to be the ones that are on this list, but two Black films that you would reboot today. And who would you have star in them? So I'll start first. I wanted to do How to Be a Player. I wanted to remake How to Be a Player, but I wanted it to be a girl, and I wanted to star Keke Palmer.
Oh, that will work.
Wow. Yeah. So that would work a lot because, like I said, especially with like, so I forgot who I was having this conversation with, but like I was talking about how like women is running rap right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? And like they are taking back like a lot of like the empowerment, bro. Like, you know, we outside, you know what I'm saying? Taking away the stigmas of a lot of shit like that. And I feel like that'll work. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? You get Keke Palmer in that role. Yeah, hey, I'm here for it, bro.
Yep. Plus, I wrote it already, so that's why I'm talking. I want to be a player too, and I was just like, Keke.
Mine's is actually on your list, and I think because I love comedy so much in regards to it, I would like a new, different take on Harlem Nights, and I would like with a lot of, because like I said, to me, what I loved about Harlem Nights was like you had so many iconic characters, like comedians that are iconic now, right?
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? At the time, it was like, you know, they was top comedians. They wasn't considered the icons yet. You had icons associated with it, but not everybody on that cast at that time was iconic. But now when you look back at it, you're like, bro, that cast is stacked. So you think about like 85 South, you know what I'm saying? You think about Ali Sadiq, you think about, you know what I'm saying, like Josh Johnson, even like you just think about the comedians right now that are doing amazing things. You put a collective of them together in a Harlem Nights style type of story, and then like allowing them to kind of just like, you know what I'm saying, cook. I feel like we need one of those again. We haven't had a good major comedic ensemble of comedians in a movie right now. I would love to see that. I would love to see that again.
So who's your Eddie and your Richard Pryor to push this? Like if we went to like say Netflix with this, like who is Eddie, who's Richard?
All right, so I know people gonna hate this, but I believe, and I think that this would be the culmination of years of what we of tension and just coming dead in it all. Kevin Hart and Cat Williams. Kevin Hart and Cat Williams, because I know people are iffy about Kevin, and people champion Cat Williams, kind of like how people love Allen Iverson. Knowing that they had that long-standing beef, and then putting them together into this movie as that, and then just changing the narrative, and then also bringing in, like I said, all those other comedians I named, you know what I'm saying, 85 South, Ali Sadiq, Jess Hilary, like just start bringing in the new wave. I think it'll work. I think those two names is big enough. I think even with the lore of what they had, people will watch it like, well, shit, let me see the Kevin Hart, Cat Williams movie. Yeah. I think that those two will be the good tempo.
I'm gonna be some low camera angles. I'm telling you that. There'll be a lot of Apple boxes getting used on that set. Tell you that now. Oh shit! All right, Dion, what's one of your picks?
All right, my pick is Meteor Man. Like that was such a good movie, man. I love that movie. Like
Me
I had a
too.
Meteor Man poster. Like I loved that movie. And trying to think about who would recast, I came up with 2 names. Again, I'm pulling a lot of honeys today, man. So bear with me.
Hey, man.
I picked Sterling K. Brown because he could play a really tight, sort of straight, straight character sort of deal, and my other one was Anthony Mackie to be Meteor Man. But I think I'm leaning more towards Sterling K. Brown just because I don't know. I'm going to go Sterling K. Brown for Meteor Man. I think that would be dope.
Yeah, when you think of Robert Townsend's character, like if we were
their demeanor.
Yeah. And you know what too? He reminds me more of what Robert Townsend character was. Like you could see Sterling K. Brown as like a teacher, someone who is trying to help the kids and stuff like that, and like trying to at least try to make his community better. Like I can see that. Not to say I don't see it in Anthony Mackie, but it's like I see that in Sterling K. Brown, and he's funny. Like I don't think a lot of people know like just how funny Sterling K. Brown can get. Like I remember seeing him like on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and I was like, "Yo, Sterling is
he was."
I never knew that. Yeah, I was just like, he was like, say his name. He was like Ron Rubber Tupperman. Now say it with your eyes though one time. Ron Henry Tupper. But I was like, yo, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
it. Yeah, that's the one I'm remaking, man. Like let's get a Meteor Man. That'd be dope.
Okay. I also he had mentioned a comedian in this. I was gonna go with Booty Call, and I wanted to do Tony Baker and Ali Sadiq.
Oh,
two, but you change it up just a little bit. They're divorcees back into the game.
There's the wrinkle.
Yeah.
So both newly divorced, and they just like, we about to try to go out and figure out how to get some ass. So you can just see how they do. We're gonna go get some ass. Okay, that's how we're gonna go. We're gonna go get some ass. I'm gonna go over here. You're gonna go over there, and that's what we're gonna do. We go, Tony, don't you go home with that girl.
You did like John Hamm in that TV show.
Right. Hey, so you use one of my comedians that I wanted to use because I was gonna play off of what's the name? His all right, so Blankman, but in association with Meteor Man, because I want this universe of Meteor Man and Blankman.
Oh, yeah, we talked about this.
Yeah,
we talked about that. We talked about this deal.
Yep. And I wanted Tony Baker to play Blankman. I think Tony Baker as Blankman would be hilarious.
Boy.
Then you gotta get Kev to play David Allen Green's. No, here gotta play David Allen Greer's character. It's Karate Man.
Yeah,
great Karate Man.
Yes, bro, that'd be hilarious, bro.
And he hate every part.
So yeah,
I'm gonna watch the shit out of it. Yeah, I'm gonna watch the shit out of it. Because I'm just picturing Tahir dressed up as Karate Man.
Yeah, because it wasn't great. It wasn't a great costume.
He can't stand it. And too, because he lost weight and don't fit right.
Yeah.
He was. Or was he called? Wait, was he called the other guy? Or was it
some of them called him other guy, but I think his name was Karate Man, right? That's what they called him. The other was just called him. Yeah, because other guy, it was like, man, I got a name, bro. Come on, man.
David Allen Greer is funny in everything. I'm like, boy.
I'm like, how you funny in Tales from the Hood? And you ain't even supposed to be funny.
He's an honorary Wayans, man. Like David Allen Greer is like a lost brother, like a brother they found, and that's he's part of the family.
Be like, look, man, we got the same mama, man. We just got different daddies. That's all.
Bro, I'll be, bro, yeah. Tony Baker and Tahir Moore and Blankman. If part of this Meteor Man cinematic universe.
That shit would be hilarious. All right, Dion, what's your last film? Which one you got?
Oh, my last one? Let me go through. Sorry, I still kept thinking about Meteor Man and that whole cast. Let me go. Oh, I was gonna do Above the Rim.
Ooh.
As a remake.
Ooh.
And I was trying to think of like people because obviously that crew is deep for that one. So that would be a tough casting job, but I got names here. I think my lead for like Kyle Lee Watson, Jabari Banks, the Bel Air kid, the fresh Prince of Bel Air kid, like him.
Yeah,
get
so
him in there.
He'd be Dwayne Martin's character, right?
Yeah. He'd be that character. Shoot, man. I was thinking like Shep, who would be like that fallen star, like that gotta come back to the hood and hoop.
Yeah.
Give me Idris, man. Give me Idris in that movie to come back as Shep. Because he's old enough, right? To be in that one. Who else am I missing?
Who's Birdie?
Yeah, who else was like
that was a tough one, man. That was a tough one. Because I'm trying to think like ages, but he still has to be like old. They were all around the same age, right?
They were all they were pretty much. I think the youngest was Marlon's character, and he was only off by like a year or two.
Yeah, man. With the I was like, would Caleb McLaughlin be too? That'd be too much of a stretch for him, the kid from Stranger Things.
What it would do is it would put him in a different light. Like people would be like, "Oh, I didn't know he could act like that." You know what I'm saying? Like in that type of role.
If we couldn't take him, give me the kid off of what Power, Michael Rainey Jr.
Oh, see that fits.
Let's put him there.
That's
okay. Perfect. Let's do that.
If I had one suggestion, if you can't get Idris, do Yahya from Man on Fire and watch.
Yeah. Oh, he could walk in there. I could see. That's a better one. That's a better one. I love Idris, but that's a better one.
Yeah, especially because I feel like he would be able to match Jabari a little bit better as far as like acting and their dynamic would go and stuff. I think he would fit way perfect in there. But now that you said that though, I would love to see Idris Elba in a reboot for He Got Game.
As
character, that'd be fine.
Because you know what, we don't really get this. We haven't seen Idris talk shit since The Wire. Like really, like talk shit.
Nope. He barely be talking shit. Like, and I'm like, the most we had got was on Suicide Squad, and that was
yeah.
But it wasn't nearly like what you be seeing on The Wire. I'm like, nah, like give me nigga Idris. Like I want that.
You like nigga Idris.
You've been acting like British Idris for a good little minute now. I don't like it. Like,
give me Sir Idris now. He's Sir.
He is Sir.
No. Give me nigga Idris, not Sir Idris.
Like, bro, yeah. That which is crazy because, like, so I remember when he was Rap City the Basement, and the world collectively found out that he was British because for the most part, everybody all we knew was Stringer Bell. So when he started talking and DJing, we was like, "What the fuck?
What the fuck he doing? Like, why he talking like that?" That's what used to come out of our mouths. Like, why he talking like that? They're like, because he's British. Like, nah.
Like, they all are British, man. Everybody's British.
Those you for the loop.
Everybody. Our Spider-Man is British. For goodness sakes.
Yeah, man. But those are our black classics that we would reboot and we would make. Let us know which ones that you would reboot as far as some classics, man, from Baps, Soul Food, Good Burger. Like, what would you do and then who would you cast? Now, just to switch over to some video game news, we saw the PlayStation State of Play, and then we also have the Summer Game Fest that is happening. A lot of stuff dropped. Now, again, I didn't know if people had time to be able to catch up and see everything. So I didn't want to dive too deep into everything. I just kind of wanted to take away from the main ones. But we do know that like Resident Evil Veronica is getting a release. We're getting the part 2 to the Final Fantasy remake. And we're getting another thing that has to do with like aliens and hunting xenomorphs. We have a lot of like games are definitely going to be the top tier of 2026, 2027, and 2028. So get y'all some more hard drives with some terabytes on them because you gonna need them, and especially for this one that we saw some gameplay of, and we just know, okay, it was well worth the wait, and that is Marvel's Wolverine that is being powered by Insomniac Games. Now, the first question I want to know, is this going to be Marvel's biggest exclusive? Does this top Spider-Man? Does this top God of War? Like, from what you're seeing and what you saw, Is this their biggest exclusive?
I don't think so. And now, granted, I don't think it's going to fail, and it's still going to do numbers, and it's still going to go crazy. But that Spider-Man series and God of War, these are behemoths. Like that is a hard task to topple them.
I mean, Wolverine is a behemoth, though. Wolverine been in our lives for the last 20 years.
I agree.
And the fact that, like, with the Deadpool Wolverine movie, we got him in that suit finally. So now the world knows this suit even more. They're more familiar with this more than ever now.
Yeah, true.
Let's. Oh man, that's gonna be tough. Because if you watch that whole gameplay, you're like, this plays nothing like Spider-Man. Like, this is visceral, this is brutal, this is claws through eyeballs sort of deal, man.
You know what's crazy?
This X-Men Origins.
This is what, and when you play Wolverine, I feel like that's what you want, because you haven't seen a Wolverine play like this since that game. With Origins. Everything else has been sort of safe. It's been Midnight Suns and all that stuff, right? So now you give me like a Wolverine who is actually like out here Wolverining. Yeah.
So that's what I was about to say, because like, so
it could get close.
When I talk about the Spider-Man games, like always, I got to bring up the Arkham series games as well, right? Because they're all in that wheelhouse.
Yeah,
both of those series, you want to be stealthy. In this Wolverine game, I'm never doing a stealth.
What's the point? Yeah, what's the point?
100%. You know, and it reminds me of, so when what's the game? The bullet time game. I'm
Max Payne.
When I first played Max Payne, I wanted to just shoot. I wanted to murder people with the guns as much as I can in Max Payne, because that bullet time made me. I'm like, I want to jump in. I want to shoot. This is how I felt. That Wolverine, I just want to go. I want to be Wolverine. I want to go brutal kill every time.
And I think like they're giving us that too, because even with like the stealth cover, he popped out from behind the box and just dragged him back behind the box. I'm like, come on, man. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So stuff like that, I think it'll get close to Spider-Man, especially if this starts to do something else within that universe. Wolverine might be that one that just stands head and shoulders with Spider-Man. Spider-Man's 3 games deep now with the Miles Morales one. So is there some catching up to do?
It's not off the board. I'm just as of right now, I don't see it, but it's not off. If it does, I wouldn't be surprised. I'd be like, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, I agree with y'all though. I don't think it's gonna be its biggest PlayStation exclusive that it's had, but I do think it'll do numbers. But at the end of the day, we have to remember, like, more people can buy Spider-Man than people can buy Wolverine. Like, teenagers and kids can get Spider-Man and play this. Like, Wolverine, there are some kids that ain't gonna get to play this shit. Or not, I don't know. I don't know how parents raising their kids now, so they might have 8-year-olds now playing this.
Maybe nowadays, parents change, man. 80s, 90s.
That rating probably don't matter. But I don't think that it topples Spider-Man. I could see it doing more numbers than God of War because it's Wolverine and because he's been here longer. But I think it'll give it top 3. I think it'll be top 3, but I don't think it'll be number 1 or number 2. So, but we saw a couple of appearances of characters who are going to be in there. We even learned a little bit of the story, as much that the X-Men do not exist in this world, and people that do save it are the X-Force. Like, that is really like their only stance against being able to go up against villains. So we saw like the likes of Omega Red. We saw some of the Molochs. We also saw Jean Grey. We also saw Sabretooth. So the question is, 2 questions that I have for you. One, who should be the main villain in this story for Wolverine? And with us getting a Wolverine game, do we get a chance to go up against the Hulk? Or should we go up against the Hulk?
So
I see you shaking your head, Dion. Like,
that was more of a I don't know.
Should that be in this game?
So here's why I say yes. The way I'm looking at this game, kind of like in that God of War sense, right? God of War, you go up against Thor, like like within the first act. You know what I'm saying? Of that game. And that was such an epic fight. It was a big fight and everything like that. And I feel like because Wolverine's fight with Hulk is not an ending fight. Like Hulk is going to be in this, like they're either going to tire themselves out, or Wolverine's going to get like the knockout blow, but he's not going to kill him and everything like that. Like you can have one of those epic big fights and everything like that, and still continue the game, continue the storyline, and then later on bring in Hulk in different ways or whatever the case may be. I'm here for it, bro. Like I think, yes, we bring him in. We bring him in. We have that big fight. Maybe that's the mid-level boss. You know, like I said, I just beat Ghost of Tsushima, and you had to fight this this other swordsman right before you fight the main guy, and it's like that fight before it was harder than the main guy fight. So it's like you can have like, yes, I'm here for it. Like, especially in this world where, like I said, the X-Men don't exist. You're doing like a whole different storyline. I'm like, yeah, let's get into a full comic book.
I'm here for it slightly.
Okay.
The only way I'll take it is, one, you got to make it comic book accurate.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
If you don't do that, I can't fuck with it. I need you to do just like how Hulk did in the comic books. I need you to have him rip Wolverine in half, throw his legs on the top of a mountain, and tell him to go get it. Yeah. But
wouldn't that be a great thing? Now, like you said, like
because what it reminds me of is something you brought up when we talked about God of War. That would be a great flashback scene in the video game. So it's like, yo, like you fight Hulk, but again, you are going to lose. And they got you in a classic John Byrne costume and everything, but you lose. And he does that. And then you crawling up the mountain is like you going in a flashback of like your memories while you climbing it up. So I think it'd be a good like transition scene to get there, have that happen, and then we move back into the main story. So I think it should be like that for me. They're not necessarily like it has to weave into the main plot as much.
Hey, I'm here for that too, because either way it goes, like I said, when you get into the cinematic quality of these video games, like Ghost of Tsushima, Ghost of Yote, the way that they do like these story arcs and storylines, you have that moment of you at your weakest point. Right. So they say if you do a comic book accurate, that's the thing about Hulk. Like, yeah, Wolverine versus Hulk, it's always been a big clash and everything like that. But again, it always ends that sometimes Wolverine gets the one up, sometimes Hulk gets the one up. Right. And that moment, like what you just explained, imagine you launched the Wolverine game and the first thing it is this major fight. And you're like, wait, I got to go against the Hulk. And then you lose and you got to climb up that mountain. And then that's the, like, you know what I'm saying? That's the start of your journey.
That'd be an old ass way to start that fight. Like to start that game off with that. And then you know what's crazy about it is like the opening, like where the title is and the start could be in the snow. And as soon as you start, that bitch pan up and you see Wolverine coming into the camera and stuff. And then
bro, just like God of War, you start off the game full Wolverine. So then now, as a player, you like, oh, I know what I aspire to be. I can get up to this level. I got to go through this journey to get all this skill set back, so I can be back at that level.
You convincing me with the Hulk thing now. You now convincing me. Dion, what about you? Do you think Hulk should be in this, and do you have any villain that you think should be the main villain in this?
Y'all sold the Hulk thing very well. I'll give you credit for that one. Y'all sold that one really well. I could get on that. I could get on that train, but for that one, for villain, I don't know, man. Like this is what like Insomniac does, right? Like they'll show us little bits and pieces of like people like Sabretooth, or whoever, and then there's another big bad at the end because nothing's been confirmed. Because they did the same thing with Spider-Man. Like we thought it was Mr. Negative or whatever, and then it didn't turn out to be fully just him. It was like so. I would say like a Mr. Sinister, but I'm always thinking about like that main fight, like that last fight. What could that be? And it leads me to Sabretooth, but we saw Sabretooth in the trailer, so I don't think that would be him. So I'm gonna go Mr. Sinister. I'm gonna see how. So there's got to be somebody back there pulling the strings on all of this. So he'll be my big bad at the end. But y'all sold me on the Hulk thing, man. The Hulk thing could, if you're building because I think this one is, from what I read, is set in like this Insomniac universe. So the Marvels is like, so Spider-Man's in this one, you know, like, so they're building their universe with these two, with the Spider-Man and these two. I don't know if I want Hulk introduced that way. But here's the thing, I don't know how else I would introduce him right now either, because I don't know if he gets his own game either.
Well, so that's the question that I want to lead into with you saying that, though, because it is Insomniac and it's moving in towards, like, you know, Spider-Man and Wolverine are in the same universe, but this one doesn't have X-Men. Like, do you start to build a X-Men around this?
Well, if you believe like the videos online, like in Spider-Man, you can find like not Avengers Tower. You can find the old mansion, and it's like all run down and dilapidated. So I don't know, you rebuild an X-Men or something like that, perhaps.
So they're not here anymore. So they're
not here anymore. Yeah, there were an X-Men, but not anymore. Again, if you believe that video, because I saw it last night, I was like, so I can.
Well, no, and the way that they're telling this Wolverine story, like they said, no X-Men are here, but they never really mentioned it to be that they were there and they're not there anymore. Which now also, though, too, kind of plays into, is this the Wolverine from Deadpool and Wolverine?
Oh,
because this kind of matches his story. Remember, X-Men don't exist no more.
Matches the arc, yeah.
Yeah, it matches the arc. We just kind of found him where he was run down and didn't care anymore. But it's like, so do we get Deadpool in this? But
then like you get Jean and he shows up and it's not like a surprise. When she shows up, it's not like a surprise, you know, in the trailer for it. So, or the gameplay.
That could be Morph. Just playing Jean.
Perhaps.
He's like, I don't like that. I don't like that you gave me that.
Just don't try to swerve me, man. Like just give me keys like characters. Confirm these. Confirm the characters, man.
I don't like the way you switch lanes on me like that. Don't do that. Put the signal on before you do that. So that way I'm
please.
I don't like how you just, you know, hey, whoa. You got people in the car. You got people. But man, is this a guaranteed buy for y'all though? Like, are you buying?
Okay. When they announced it, when they just said Insomniac and Wolverine, I was like, I'm buying it already.
But I know, you know, delays have happened. We hadn't really seen like what the gameplay was. We also started to hear like there may have been like certain kind of problems when it came to the game. So it was just like, you know, it's been a lot of back and forth of we're not sure what's exactly going to happen. So it's just always, you know, kind of just that feeler to, you know, get like, hey, are you still in this with them or has it rubbed?
Because that Captain America and Black Panther game is never coming out.
Yeah, it's never.
Well, it got pushed next year.
Yeah.
Again? Yeah, it's going to be early. It's going to come out this year.
It's the detox of video games.
I know.
They got pushed to early 2027, and then Blade got pushed to 2028.
So I believe it when I see it, man. I believe it when I see it. When I can actually buy it, I'll believe it then.
Yeah, with these games, when I'm playing these type of games, I want to feel like the character, right? Like I talked about the Arkham series. I felt like Batman in the Arkham series. When I play the Spider-Man games, I feel like Spider-Man, right? So what I was looking for out this trailer, and it gave me exactly what I wanted. I was like, all right, it needs to, like, in this world, I get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously they confirmed that it's not open world, but even in that game engine model, I was like, I needed to feel like a Wolverine, but I needed to feel like the Rage Wolverine, right? I needed to, like, you know what I'm saying? And the trailer gave me exactly that, where I'm like, all right, I was already in. Now I'm 10 toes down all the way in.
Hey, well, shit, there y'all have it, man. That's we will, as we find out more about the Wolverine video game, you know, we'll discuss it here on Straight Outta Comic Book. Also, you'll probably see me play it on a live stream and have maybe Dion and Deuce on there as well for commentary to go through the game and stuff. But just excited to, like I said, it's a great time to be a moviegoer and a video game player within 26, 27, and 28, because we got a lot to look forward to. Now, something else that has also been climbing the charts is horror movies. Horror movies like Obsession, The Conjuring, like way before the Halloween season is coming, they have been showing that there is a dominance that is growing within the horror genre. And we just saw that now with pretty much kind of like A24 at the helm of this in their newest edition, which is The Backrooms, starring that black guy whose name I can't never say right, but him from Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
The Backroom is if you know what The Backroom is a very suspenseful horror thriller that is just like, it's basically, the name says it all. Like, the name tells you what it is. If you've ever seen a Five Nights at Freddy's or any of these sick sadistic games kids be watching where something creepy is following them and trying to kill them, that's what this movie is. And it did not disappoint. It definitely captured everything that we needed to. So what we're going to do
now, you got me thinking about those. Like
all of them. Like, if you've seen any videos of people freaking out, that's what this is. So I wanted to do a game of Would You Rather, the Backroom edition.
Okay.
So the question I want to know: would you rather spend 24 hours in the back room or 24 hours in Raccoon City?
Raccoon City, without a doubt, because there's so much mystery and suspense in the back rooms. At least with Raccoon City, it's going to be chaos and it's going to be scary, but it's there. Like, if Nemesis is running, like, I see Nemesis, like it's scary as shit, but at least I see it. With Backrooms, you don't know. And
it's the unknown.
It's the unknown that is way more scarier than the known. I'd rather know, all right, there's probably a zombie in this room. Fuck it, I got to deal with it. Versus, I don't know what's back there. And the next thing you know, Raccoon City, without a doubt.
That man said seeing Nemesis, like, that still ain't some scary shit.
No, but it's true.
Like, but it's visually, I see it, though. I see him.
Nah.
I'm a deuce on this one, man.
You going Raccoon City too?
Raccoon City all day, man. I'll post up on a roof somewhere. 24 hours. I can make it. I could.
You sure? Yeah. You sure?
Dude,
unknown creatures.
People.
You also got to deal with people.
Just my anxiety with like that I deal with the back rooms, that I'd hurt myself trying to do some stuff. You know what I mean, man? Like, I shouldn't be doing. Like, that would get me the most. The anxiety of like seeing or running, or again, it's visually. I know what's there. I know what's there. Yeah. I know what's around this corner. I don't know what's in that room. I don't know what I'm going. It's a dark hallway. I don't know. Okay.
Because here's the thing. Also, like, you walking down a dark hallway, you might be scared in the background, right? And then there's nothing around that corner. You know how much exhaustion of being scared and prepping, thinking something's gonna pop out and nothing pops out, but then next thing you know, I got to go through another room, like, at least, like, bro.
Isn't that kind of the same? But isn't that the same for like Raccoon City though? Like, you walking around trying to find a place because like where you were, zombies hit. So it's like, okay, now I got to go look for another place. And like, again, not only worried about zombies, you're worried about mutated zombies, and you're also worried about people. So it's like, now you also have to deal with people who are going crazy because of what's happening. And you're sitting here trying to be on the roof and you good. But then it's like now 3 random people now trying to be on this roof with you, then let in these zombies. And now Nemesis is on this roof with you. And he didn't punch the damn shit to where now you can't even go down the stairs.
I get one with a fire escape. Like, I can think this through. The back rooms, I can't. I can logically think this through. Yeah. If I know the lay of the land. I don't know the lay of the land in back rooms, man.
And you don't know the lay of the land in Raccoon City either.
You don't, but there's methods that you can take. So I listen here. I always say in the zombie apocalypse, I'm gonna be a rock throwing motherfucker, because to me that's always gonna be testing areas. I throw a rock and see how they react. Right? I throw a rock, I hear something in back rooms.
Can't you do that in the back rooms? You can do that in the back rooms.
But they don't react to it. They react to jumping out. In Raccoon City, they like if I throw a rock and make a noise, zombies are going to run. They're going to see what's over there and shit like that. It's too much. It's too much unknown in the back rooms, bro.
Yeah, the unknown would terrify me. The unknown is.
I'd rather be in the back room because I know that thing kind of secluded. So it's like, all right, I ain't got to worry about too many elements. Because what happened if it start raining? Like, that's the one thing I've always said. I would hate to be in a zombie apocalypse while it rains. That's some bullshit. That is some bullshit, bro. I got to fight zombies while it's raining. Get me the fuck out of here. Get me out of here. Back rooms, and then too, like back rooms, I just stay in one room. Like, I just be like, yo, let me find one that's open. Like the image that we have here, if he just like this, I would take a chair and just sit here and listen for these sounds. Like, all right, when this sound pop up, I'm finna go into this next room and I'm finna just sit
that. Nah, see, that's pins and needles for me, man.
But it's still like, pins and needles in Raccoon City. Because, like, imagine you find yourself a deli and you're hiding up in a deli. Now, not only are you listening to the sounds of like zombies moving around, but you also got to worry about people who done lost their minds that might want to shoot you because it's like, oh man, it's the Wild Wild West now. So it's like the edge of me sitting here of like, oh wow, okay, somebody walked into this deli, and now I got to try to see if it's a zombie or if it's a person. Like y'all fighting like 3 different versions of
you're
folks.
Not wrong. You're not wrong. There's more threats in Raccoon City, but the unknown outweighs more threats for me, bro.
Same.
I get it. I don't know, man. I just for 24 hours, man, give me, man, I'd go back rooms, bro. I'd rather be like, man, let me go to this next room. Let me go.
Nope.
Is this a closet? Let me sit in this closet. I don't know, man. Raccoon City, man, that shit's stressful for 24 hours, bro. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But all right, so here's our next one. Would you rather fight a Xenomorph or a clicker from The Last of Us?
Now, quick question. Is it the big clicker?
Nah, it's different variations. It's
okay.
Random clickers.
All right, because see, if it's base clicker, I'll fight the base clicker because Xenomorphs hunt. Like they hide, bro. We seen Xenomorph hide in the ship, only to pop out. Like they be having strategy where clickers don't. However, the more advanced clickers you get, so like I said, if it's base clicker, I'm going clicker. But if we're going up the scale, I don't know, bro. This is
man. Give me fucking clicker any day. I'm not fighting no damn Xenomorph.
Yeah, Xenomorphs, they too smart.
I'm not.
I've seen what they done, man. I've seen what it takes to kill one. Like I'm good.
Yeah,
I'll take the clicker on this one too.
Yeah, I'm taking the clicker. After I've seen like the tail alone can slice your head off from a Xenomorph. No, like no.
No, bro. Even if you kill it, even if you are able to injure a Xenomorph, you got to worry about their blood. Their blood is acid. You might think you might think you about to do something like I'm gonna run up and stab them. And the next thing you know, acid is on you. You still die.
Still dead. Yeah. Nah, I'm good. I'm good on Xenomorphs, man. Give me the clickers any day. Okay.
This is harder because. Because my concern for the back
the fog is see, man.
It's
which way you feel like you gonna survive it more? Silent Hill or the back rooms? Yeah, go ahead and say you outside. Go ahead and say Silent Hill. I wish you motherfuckers would say Silent Hill.
No, this is I'm going back room on this one. So here's the thing. The same points. All right, that I said in the first one. We kind of flip it. Now the Backrooms has the visual because Silent Hill does it now.
Silent Hill 2 unknown.
And then with your concerns, they have more threats in Silent Hill. So now you have more unknown threats that you can't see. I couldn't do that.
Okay.
I already don't like walking in regular fog. I be walking when I'm driving in regular fog. I be like, what the hell?
Dion, same thing. You Backrooms?
Yeah, man. Like, I don't know. Like, just seeing something creep through some front fog. I don't know. Give me a Backrooms, man. I'll figure it out. I'll figure out.
Figure it out.
It's unknown and unknown, right? Like, I can't see in front of me. I can't see down the street. I can't see into the woods. I can see nothing. It's exactly the same with the Backrooms. I feel like it's just me walking into what I don't know. So yeah, I'll go inside at least. Give me the Backrooms.
And also in Silent Hill, because of that fog, depending on even if you watch the movies, once that fog starts to disperse, like you get closer, you are going to see some truly demonic, crazy looking shit. And that is even worse. Like, like you see the fog, and the thing is, you'll see the silhouette in the fog, and you're like, I don't really want to walk towards this church. And then you walk towards that church, and next thing you know, it's like it's death and destruction. But they are Backrooms, bro. Backrooms.
Okay. All right. Well, we just got one more on this real quick because it's kind of the same. So you doing Backrooms or Five Nights at Freddy's?
I love animatronics, but there are some animatronics that are creepy looking, and those Chuck E. Cheese like animatronics, they check that box for me. I'm doing the back room on this one, man. I ain't messing with no animatronics, man. Like, they're creepy enough sometimes, right? At these old places like that. I'm not doing that one.
Deuce?
I'm Backrooms.
Okay. He said no, Backrooms. Yeah, no chance. No chance. Man, I ain't gonna lie. Give me Five Nights at Freddy's. I'll fuck these machines up. Fuck that.
These are machines, man.
Give me a bat. We going to work. I got time today. Give me a bat and some Big Chew. I'm finna get some home runs and them. Like Chuck E. Cheese did it better, bitch. Bah!
They don't have them in Chuck E. Cheese anymore, do they? They're no.
No. They got rid of them, redesigned them, and then it's now people in
suits,
the mascot suits.
Just the mascot suits, because Chucky got a little more modern, I suppose.
Yeah, he took Ozempic and started.
He on that Ozempic, bro. Chucky had the different.
We had the cool one though, man. Like growing up, we had the cool one.
We had the pimp, boy. That was Charles Entertainment Cheese.
I'm not talking about him. I was talking about the one when he got a little. He got more with the times in the 90s, early 2000s.
Fuck that. I
ain't messing with Chuck E.
Charles Entertainment Cheese with the vest on, where he looked like he was pimping everybody up in there. That's my Chuck E. Cheese right there. But man, we got, you know what? I know we were talking about we were gonna do the MCU, but I know, like we hitting the 2-hour mark, and I know y'all got stuff to do and everything like that. So I feel like that'll be its own episode. We'll move into that for another one, but I do want to have both of y'all on there again for us to be able to talk about it and stuff, just to be able to flush it out a little bit more. Because I feel like I don't know why. I feel like Deuce about to have 4 dope ones that we're gonna start talking, and we're gonna be here for another hour. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, Deuce gonna give me 2 movies where I'm gonna be like, okay, break that down.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
So we'll come back to that one in another episode. So what I do want to talk about though is Man of Tomorrow. We got a official look at Lex Luthor's armor for Luthor. Yeah, I don't know why they call him Luthor, didn't I? Luthor. Lex Luthor.
He is Jack like
Luthor. Yeah, he's Jack like him. So, but just a quick thing, just like thoughts on the suit, man, and just how you feel about seeing now a comic accurate suit. Like, is this something that we should continue with, or are you okay with like adaptations, like all black X-Men suits like in Fox?
No, I like comic accurate. I again, we talked about it earlier on when we was talking about like the video games and stuff like that. Like I always be like side-eye people when people try to bring in reality to these to these movies and shows like, oh, why did this person say this? Or why that? It's like, bro, we are living in a world where people shoot lasers out their eyes. So yes, I don't need everything in realism. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I get excited when I get to see somebody, you know what I'm saying, like embrace the comic accurate suit, you know. Now, granted, I like when they take liberties, like, you know, like you start seeing, you know, Iron Man change his suit with, like, you know, as it went, like, oh, this is Mach 1, Mach 2, stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm okay with that. But yeah, definitely. I love seeing a comic accurate suit and seeing that. I was already in on Gunn's DC universe. And knowing that this is a lived universe, knowing that we're not focusing too much on origins. I like the fact that we don't got to go back to them workshopping their name. Oh yeah, what's my name? I'm the green guy. No, I'm the green. Like, oh, let's go Green Lantern. No, what? Like, you know, like I like the lived universe. These heroes are already here. We're already established. And yes, comic accurate suits. When I saw that, I was like, oh shit, like, yes, we are here. Lex Luthor in his full comic. Yeah, I'm here. I love it.
Dion Saint.
Again, comic is right there for you to use, right? We're familiar with this look. We've never saw like this. Like, we've seen looks like this in live action before, or his suits before, but they didn't have the budget of a Man of Tomorrow, right? I will admit, after seeing like the behind the, well, I guess the leaked footage that they're filming here in Atlanta, of it actually moving, the first thing I thought of, like, oh, like a Buzz Lightyear meet and greet, man. Like, that's what it looked like when he was walking.
He's in a back suit. It's like, what's wrong?
No, I know, but like, I was like, and then I saw him on the ground. I was like, I wanted to check to see if his foot said Andy underneath it. But anyway, that was what I got from it when I saw it move. But I'm like, this is just it out in the wild, right?
Right.
We're gonna do some stuff in the movie with it. Who's to say that this is like just his first? This isn't like his first suit, you know? That we see some evolution of it throughout the movie into something else. But it's right there for it. We're familiar with it. You've already gave us like a comic book accurate Superman suit. Anyway, like the new 52 with the trunks.
Yeah.
But so I'm cool with that. We're familiar with that, and I think it's gonna be pretty dope, man. I'm looking more forward to this one than and seeing where they go with this one than like the first one. The first one was good. First Man Tomorrow, Superman was good, but now I think we can get into like more of the lore of like Deuce said, the lived-in universe that's there.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm agreeing with both of y'all on the accuracy and like the living universe. I think just seeing him with his actual armor to see like, yo, we're going more of the comic book glory style, I think is great, because it just takes away this stripping of like, we have to make it realistic, or what I like to call Christopher Nolan era. Like, I feel like we are moving out of there, and I see that a lot more with a lot of these superhero movies, like even Spider-Man. Like, I love that Spider-Man is getting more back into like the classic feel of his costume. Same thing with like Scorpion. Same thing we're seeing with like Boomerang. It's just like, I love some of these. I don't mind, you know, you taking some liberties, like you said, Deuce. If you have somebody that got a costume that's kind of like real basic, that you just like, okay, it do slightly need those type of upgrades and stuff. Like, I didn't mind Henry Cavill's like blue part kind of having like the engraving of his symbol.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I thought that was pretty cool. Or even like Hawkeye's. Like, it's like, okay, yo, you make Hawkeye a little bit more relevant. Or the same thing with like Black Panther, and just like how more detailed everything was in his suit. So I don't mind those adaptations. But when it starts to like take away from like what we know classic, like Charles X's wheelchair, I was just like, okay, I mean, I get it. But I'm like, yo, what Big Yellow at? And then when they bust out Big Yellow, I'm like, there it is. That's cool. There it goes. Why this wasn't in the first one? Come on, man. Y'all know what we know X for. Right. So I enjoy it. I think that they should get back to more comic accurate things, especially with the technology we have today. Like, this is the time for you to make that happen. So
it works, Will. It works now. Like, how many years did we wait for Wolverine? You know? Like, we waited for that a long time, 20 years even, to get to that. And we got it. And look how that went off, how that was well received. So you keep doing this. for comic book fans now, like that helps and goes a long way, because the whole black era with the leather, I was like, it was cool, but it ain't that Wolverine suit, or it's not Cyclops suit.
No, it's not Cyclops. It wasn't Storm. I'm like,
yeah.
Come on, man. Where my mistress of the elements at?
Right.
It's like, well, we just wanted to make sure they were, in unison, and we didn't want to over-sexualize Halle Berry. I'm like, listen, that's the mistress of the elements.
Catwoman did.
Right. She had a more accurate Storm suit than fucking Storm did. Like, come on. I need my mistress of the elements. Oh, there she go. There she go. Bring the thunder. Bring the thunder, baby. Bring that thunder. But one more thing before we get out of here. This is one gotta go forever. Real quick, rapid fire. Marvel, DC, anime, or video games. Gotta delete one from existence forever.
Jeez, bro.
I got this one.
Okay, you go first. This is tough for me. This is tough for me.
I could live without anime. So what? Nobody does an Akira slide on a motorcycle. I'm cool with that. That never exists. I'm cool with that.
You cool with Dragon Ball Z not being around?
I mean, I still got Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, Hulk, Wolverine. I'm good. And then all my games too. I'm good, man.
So I can't live without anime. Bro, there's so many emotional beats. There's so many emotional beats for, like, bro, I've emotionally connected with a lot of anime. And I can't live without video games. So it's going to come down to DC and Marvel. And I'm just going to have to, because I'm more of a DC fanboy than Marvel, I'm going to have to erase Marvel. I know. And it sucks because the MCU is carried the comic book movie adaptations, and it's so important. But again, I'm leaning emotion over. My choices here is emotion over the best for the industry, and I'm more, like I said, with DC. I'm more emotionally connected to those stories. I have a lot of nostalgic video games that that played a big part of my life, and anime. I'm more emotionally connected to the anime. With Marvel, I love what they did for the comic book community. I love what they did with the comic book movies. Like, without them, like I said, they made them start taking comic book movies serious. And like I said, there's some of the best movies, like not even just comic movies, some of the best movies that we've gotten in cinema. But if I had to choose out of this, which is, this is an impossible list.
You made it.
I mean, but again, there's no emotion to it. There's no emotion to it. It's just I like what they did for the platform, but there's no emotion to it.
Gotcha.
And that's why. So I'm choosing emotion over best for the industry.
Yeah,
I got to get rid of Marvel.
Oh, man. I grew up with those characters, man. Like, it's the flip side. Like, Marvel, DC, those are my toys, those are my comic books, those are my t-shirts, those are my shoes, those are my everything. Go ahead, Will. What you got? What's getting out of here?
DC can go, man. DC can go. DC can go. When I look at all the characters that I have, like, it's just Batman. That really be it. Like, that's the only one I'd be like if you got rid of DC.
Enough. That's enough.
Yeah, but again, too, I got
enough.
But again,
that's enough, man.
Spider-Man. As Spider-Man is Marvel's Batman with less money. They were just being honest. He has the best rogue gallery. Like, I have something that replaces him. And then with anime, there's a whole field I haven't gotten into. So it's like a lot of the people that I see on DC, I may find something in anime that kind of replaces that. Like, I'm sure there is a galactic space force like Green Lantern in anime, and it's called Sailor Moon. So you're like brightest day, nightest night, fighting evil by moonlight. Like,
man, stop it.
I can replace these easily, but saying goodbye to X-Men, Spider-Man, and all of them, like, ooh, I don't know. I don't. And don't get me wrong, it's not like it's this is an easy decision. Like, no, like
this is an impossible decision, bro.
Yeah. Like video games, we knew wasn't happening. Like the violence that would increase in this world if video games wasn't around. But yeah, DC, I like the story. I like what they have, but like I could live without it. Like if there was no more Superman, wouldn't trip. Batman's gone. I'd mourn it, but that'd be it. Everybody else on there, I'm just kind of like, man, I ain't that attached like that. Like, good fuck about these.
I'm attached to a lot of them, bro. Flash, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, Flash already ran his ass out of existence before anyway, so it ain't nothing. Just saying. Wonder Woman, I'll just have to wonder where she at. So I'm gonna stop with that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been another amazing episode of Straight Outta the Comic Book. Dion, the Young Deuce, for being here today. Please make sure that you go subscribe to every piece of social media content that they have: YouTube, Twitch, X, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever it is, it will be in the description. But you make sure you follow the Young Deuces, Geek Set, and All-Star Fandom. Okay, captions are on, so it ain't like y'all don't know how to spell none of this stuff. Go follow, go and support. They both have weekly episodes that drop every time. All-Star Fandom on Wednesdays. On Sundays, the Geek Set podcast is always live. So again, the best way for you to be able to support is by going to subscribe, hit the thumbnail on a video, make a comment on it, help these two cats continue to grow because they are what is needed for the industry. But be sure to also do all of that for my pages. Absolutely. Arcade Tokens, Will Pharaoh. I'm on Twitch Wednesday and Tuesdays, but I'm live. I'm almost damn near live 7 days a week in some form or capacity. So just make sure y'all check that out. I appreciate y'all tuning in, and we are going to catch you next time. Peace.
Peace.